What I'd like to point out is that they are synchronizing and lining up with some very interesting celestial alignments. Right here in the beginning, we're starting right out with the new moon to start out this beginning of these first 10 Galactic Activation Portal Days. And these first 10 Galactic Activation Portal Days are setting the intention for the second set of Galactic Activation Portals that will be on the other side of the Sacred Mystic Column. Okay, so we're entering a period that we're starting and setting a new intention with the new moon, and that is going to take us all the way through. We come after those 10 days, there is a 5-day break, and then we enter the Sacred Mystic Column here, which is 20 very sacred days, and they're sacred because they're in the very center of the Tzolkin. And with the Mayans, it's all about being in the center. Everything's about balance and center. Okay, so when you're in that center column, because there's 6 columns on this side and 6 columns on that side, there's 13 altogether. After you go through those 20 days, you come back out and have another 10 Galactic Activation Portal Days in a row right here. And this will all be happening right before Christmas. So it's all kind of, and then Christmas happens right after that. So with these alignments like this is very meaningful. All these energies are kind of culminating together at that same time. We're entering a very special time right now. Now would be a good time to really focus on these energies that are flowing in this rhythm, because you'll be able to get into that rhythm a little bit easier. When it's a Galactic Activation Portal Day, we call it a Gapkin, then on those days, the energies are flowing better. The portals are open. When they say Galactic Activation Portal Day, that means the portals are activated and open and flowing a lot more on those days. We start right off with these first 10 Galactic Activation Portal Days with what we call a Pacal Votan clear day. Okay? And they call Pacal Votan the navigator. Right? He was the last enlightened Mayan leader. The one who had all these stones, this calendar information put in stone. It was his whole life's mission. He spent his whole life having everybody engrave all these little tiny, all this information in stone, and then left. Right? And they call him the navigator, because what he did when he put all this in stone for us is to show us how to navigate through this illusion. Right? We know we're in an illusion. This is a delusion, and we're trying to find our way through it, right? To navigate our way through life. And so Pacal Votan, the navigator, right? That's what they call him, the navigator. That's why a lot of those astrologists or archaeologists, right, didn't really understand when they first, oh, he's a navigator, so he must be traveling from outer space, and they thought aliens and all this other stuff. And no, he's talking about the soul that's traveling, right, in this body and trying to figure out what's going on in this delusion. And if you get into this harmonic rhythm with the actual harmonic rhythm of this dimension that you're in, instead of the false rhythm that we've fallen into, thanks to money, power, and the clock, and the 1260 rhythm, it's about money and power and control. That's not our natural rhythm. That's why we're not doing so good with that. That's why nobody likes it. That's why nobody wants it. Everybody, once they start getting into this rhythm, they start finding they really want this. This really puts the mind and the heart and the soul at ease. You know what's going on, at least. You don't like it, right? but you'll see it for what it really is. And the delusion won't be deluding you anymore. This is how to navigate our way through this delusion. That's what this whole Mayan system's about.